You can imagine, you can dream. Don't lose hope, because this world is kind of designed to keep you hopeless. They show you stuff all day long that you can't afford, and then make you feel guilty for not being able to participate in this game that you never signed up to play, in this game that was rigged from the start. But you can still dominate this game, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You can play this game at the highest level. Don't give up. Do everything that you need to be the person you were born to be. It may not be possible from what you can see, but all things are possible with God. I know I sound like a preacher today. I just got to give it to you the way that it comes. And that's how I talk to myself. That's what keeps me going. After work, I work as a counselor. I'm a mental health professional. When I had to stop rapping, my son was born. I was 29, no marketable skills. My band had just broken up. Finished City College as a valedictorian. Went back to Stanford. Got my master's from USC. Fight on. That's the only kind of work I'm willing to do. Work that has an eternal consequence. Love work. Because if I'm not gonna be creating art, that is my art. And then I combine that money with my royalties, a fairly good living. I needed him to have some stability. I sacrificed being on the road and being in the studio all night, but now he's grown. Like C.S. Lewis said, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Think about people like Louise Hay. She wrote You Can Heal Your Life in her 50s, started Hay House Publishing, became a multi-millionaire after 50. So I don't believe in these timelines that people have. Oh, these were the best years of your life. You know when the best years of my life are? Right now. Every day is the best day of my life. I do not accept any of that nonsense. Oh, you know, you were supposed to do it 20 years ago. The best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. The second best time is now. Just get started. You can do it. Just checking out the lab. That's my session. And then my man Urko is doing the deluxe version of Bully right now. That's kind of dope. Bully right next door. And then we got my man Breeze right here.
What up, what up?
About to start Irreconcilable. I know you guys are gonna feel it, because I feel it. Beautiful music and just words from God, from the heart. So, peace. By the time you get home from work, you don't really have strength left to do much of anything. You just wanna eat and collapse so you can get ready to do it again, because everybody's dependent on you. But in giving everybody everything that they need, it's hard not to become resentful, because you say, what about me? What about my dreams? What about my passion? What about what makes me come alive? What about that thing that I'm dreaming of all day while I'm on that job, just wishing I could be doing the other thing? I know how that feels, man. See all these bikes coming, you might be able to see them. You see that? That was dope. You know that story in the Bible, the woman had ran out of oil. She was like, I'm gonna die. I've run out of food and I can't make it. Told her to get all the bottles she could find in her house and go to that oil jar that was about empty and start pouring it into those bottles. Now, what did that require? It required her using her imagination. Okay, I know there is nothing physically in this bottle, but by faith, I'm going to imagine that there is, and I'm going to pour out what I have and fill up these other containers, being obedient to the voice that I've heard. And that's how it is with us. And what happened? She filled up every bottle. She had enough to sell, still had extra oil in the bottle. So what is that story telling us? That if you'll take that little that you have and add faith to it and imagination and assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and then live and act from that assumption, this is the secret of mental discipline, to think, feel, and act from the end. That's what Neville says. And then the scripture says faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You don't have to see it. Faith is your evidence, and you stand on faith, and you take that little oil that you have and start filling those bottles. Take that little energy that you have at the end of the day and start filling those bottles. Start creating, start working, and just do everything that you can do and then collapse, and then come back and do it the next day. And I guarantee you what's gonna happen, it's gonna start to lather up. that little bar of soap that you can barely, but as you kind of work it and you get to going, at first you don't see much of anything, but then you lather it up. And before you know it, your hands are covered in soap. Before you know it, you're covered in blessings. Before you know it, your bank account is replenished. Before you know it, you taking your wife out of town. Like, let's just get out of town. I'm taking you to the Eiffel Tower. I want you to go see Monet's water lilies. Let's go. A horse's purpose is to run. A bird's purpose is to fly. And a human being's purpose is to allow life to live through you. Life is the dancer and we are the dance. Let life dance through you. I am not interfering in that process anymore. I'm not allowing fear of people, fear of failure, fear of success, because that's a big one. What's gonna happen if it really works? Because especially with me, I was 17, I blew up, my label went out of business, people calling me a one-hit wonder, and I'm still a teenager. I had just gotten started, and it was traumatic for me, because up until that point, everybody was just calling me dope. Wait, this is my son. Let me answer right quick. Yo, peace. Wu-Tang is for the kids. Ahmad is for the kids. That's my boy, man. I love him. I'll stop what I'm doing. We need you to deliver what you're here to deliver and do what you're here to do. Just like I was quoting Khalil Gibran, he said, if this indeed be the hour in which I lift up my lantern, it is not my flame that shall burn therein. Empty and dark shall I raise my lantern, and the guardian of the night shall fill it with oil, and he shall light it also. That's saying that if I do my part and just get the lantern up in the air, the one source of all life that permeates all life will fill it with oil and light it. It's not by my power nor by my might, but by God's Spirit that any of these things happen. And a lot of times people say, well, I don't believe in God. Well, God believes in you. I'm about to get out of here. Peace and blessings. It's your boy Ahmad. Every day, I'm gonna give you what I have, even if it's just a little bit. And I love y'all, and I'm out. Respect. I'm recording the title track today, Irreconcilable, and it's so, like I wrote it when I was in so much pain, and it kind of brings up that pain as I record. To me, that's the truest part of being an artist, is like sitting with that, capturing it, and then giving it to the people. So when they're experiencing what you've already experienced, they can feel a kindred spirit and feel like I'm not alone. And so when you listen to this album, just know that you're not alone. If you've gone through some things, if you're going through some things, I love you. Peace.